In June 1944, the US military advanced toward Japan using the island-hopping strategy. Capturing Saipan would shatter Japan's outer defenses and supply lines while providing a crucial base for B-29 Superfortress bombers. The US deployed 71,000 troops including the Marine Corps and Army units, supported by B-29 bombers, M4 Sherman tanks, and amphibious landing fleets. Defending the island were 32,000 Japanese troops and local civilians, entrenched in fortified mountain positions and committed to a no-surrender strategy. On June 15, the US launched its amphibious assault. Over 8,000 Marines landed on the western beaches, supported by 11 naval vessels. Japanese forces fiercely resisted with machine guns, artillery and bunkers, causing heavy US casualties, over 2,000 dead or wounded on the first day. Despite these losses, the Americans secured a foothold. Japan's fleet attempted a counterattack but was defeated in the Battle of the Philippine Sea, leaving Saipan's defenders cut off from reinforcements. Fighting on the island was brutal. Japanese troops utilized caves, dense jungles and fortified bunkers, launching nighttime raids. The US responded with flamethrowers, tanks and artillery to clear enemy strongholds. The Navajo code talkers played a crucial role in the battle, directing artillery strikes on Japanese positions from the front lines amidst heavy fire. On June 25, American forces seized Mount Tapachao, the island's highest point, gaining a decisive advantage. Tensions arose within the US command. Marine General Holland Smith, frustrated with the performance of the 27th Infantry Division, removed its commander, Ralph C. Smith. However, the 27th had suffered heavy losses in rugged terrain controlled by the Japanese. Ralph Smith had planned a counterattack, which was executed after his dismissal, successfully outflanking the enemy. As defeat became inevitable, Japanese commander Yoshitsugu Saito launched a final banzai charge on July 7, the largest of its kind in the Pacific War. With 4,000 soldiers, including civilians armed with bamboo spears, the desperate attack inflicted over 650 US casualties before being crushed. The battle also saw a tragic civilian toll. Many leaped from cliff. American soldiers pleaded with them to surrender, but Japanese propaganda had instilled fear of Allied brutality. In the end, around 22,000 civilians perished. The victory came at a high cost, 14,000 US casualties, including nearly 3,500 dead. Japanese forces were virtually annihilated. The fall of Saipan triggered a political crisis in Japan, forcing Prime Minister Hideki Tojo and his entire cabinet to resign. It was a turning point. The island became a launchpad for devastating US air raids on Japan, paving the way for the war's final stage. Yet, beyond the battlefield, the greatest tragedy was the fate of civilians, victims not of the enemy, but of the war maniacs as their leaders.